It's Izu over towards Dish, and they want to go for the fight. Look at this one, everyone's trying to do it.
The salvos, though, they have punished on towards at least one player until Forsaken trades right back, but low HP, and Izu happily collects.
And Jing's on 3. Meanwhile, Forsaken, full HP, but they got to go back and get the spike, and now they're smoked off. How do you even get through this one?
Maybe you start off by going back into spawn.
Ooh. I mean, maybe you click the... Can we start again? Start over, reset.
Reset. Yeah, I had a tech issue. No.
Damage done. Sorry, mate.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And right now it's looking like T1 are going to be able to come away with the round unless they have some big mistakes here. Sylvan's low, Izu's low, but it is the double duelists, and there's 0 pieces of utility that they're going to be able to run in with.
Unless Jing finds 2 miraculous kills or maybe a bit of mobility for Forsaken, but right now that's a quick tell. Smoked off, Forsaken finds the first frag. He's done things like these before, but the shot's eluding him for now. He tries to slide into safety, picks up the Sheriff, but still, you gotta watch out for the shots through the smoke. Pushing out of tree.
Timing here right now, tagged on up, finished up. Only Devi was at south side. The rest of the squad for Paper Rex over at the north side of the map, and this is the bonus round, remember, as well. So smoking them off on Dish. It's going to be pretty hard for them to get on in. They've got no real drone ability, but they're going to go.
Yeah, in with the fast lane as well. Slides under, finds stacks. Buzz, though, also denied. And down to the trades, Izu not able to find too much reprieve for the rest of T1. So just down to the final 2, but can't really count them out.
Incendiary for Sylvan, flash for Media. But it is a 2 versus 3.
Okay. And also the door being propped open.
Okay.
Decent trades. Down to just Sylvan, who has already sent over the Incendiary, so Paper X kind of has an inkling. Petman kind of swiveling around, does get found out, and it's down to the final kill, and it's Jing trying to launch things with the showstopper. Doesn't really find too much, but just lets it rip straight in towards spawn. Now hiding inside the smoke, and he gives Stacks a little bit of a kiss until Izu, though, swings back out for the trade. Meteor now trying to play inside the smokes, and he will spot out Devi, where Jing is the only one left. The spike down on the ground. Izu spots out the final player.
Here would be great.
Ooh. Oh, he jumps up and sends in the relay at the right time. Does deter Forsaken straight in towards tower. Now Sylvan holding the off angle. And Paper X completely stopped in their tracks.
That's on the back of the Rolling Thunder as well. Now, Stacks is in the right location that might not even be expected here with sub 30 seconds to go.
Chance.
No, they're not even thinking about it. There's 1 and 2. This round is done. Now, Patman, it's damage control. What are you going to be able to find? And Clack, it's absolutely nothing. That's a scenario.
Marking down into Arcade. You spot them out in full. Sylvan able to receive off of the fault line even. Decent shots now coming through, though. Forsaken able to silence Meteor.
But they're in the site now, Quack, and that's something that Paper Rex have not really been able to do successfully so far, right? Get a little bit of time on the back of getting the plant down, which actually has been staved off for quite a few moments, as the lockdown will have to be respected. And this is the time where we'll start to see the retake now happen.
Rolling Thunder. Izu in position. Buzz making a bit of noise towards Canteen just to pull some attention away. Paper X certainly keeping that in view. Petman, though, with the off angle right now. The Rolling Thunder not let rip, so just a call to save on to utility while the rest of the team tries to find as much as possible. Petman then Armageddon in towards stuns where he might just be able to find it, but no. Paper X, they've got the angles locked down this time, and Forsaken slithers forward to silence Meteor once again.
You can't drop this one, though, as Paper X. 4 versus 2, no ultimates in sight for T1, though you're giving jewels to Sylvan, not like this. A trade, and Buzz now for the 1 versus 2 with an operator.
He's making a lot of noise, so Paper X knows exactly where he is, now holding the off angle into the site. You have the spike in view. Surely you're able to find it, and there it is.
Just get chaotic, but playing on the more passive variety. Forsaken traded. Meanwhile, the rest of the team has started to already book it towards B. There is the shear, though, still here. And 8 seconds to be bought from the Incendiary too. So with the rotation from Buzz now also over here, this is now the more stacked site for Team 1.
I mean, the whole intention of this rotate is to call in with a possibly Rolling Thunder into sight, but now it's getting blocked off somewhat. The op still firing through. Sylvan in great position to find a little bit more. He kind of almost gets propped up by it, but still, Paper X finding a couple more trades down to Buzz.
10 seconds, Spike.
Trading right back.
Irretrievable.
I don't see how Devi is able to make this sprint. He tries though, but the angle is still in position. Salvos soon enough, and Buzz sliding in. Devi caught unaware or caught in the animation itself.
It's ultimates, it's just Jing with the showstopper. But it is an opener.
Yeah, trying to be the catalyst for the team into the positions. He does let it rip. Second blast back out, but sidestepped Sylvan. How was he able to Matrix dodge that ult? Now into the kill from Stax, where he's able to find yet another something through the smoke. Just Buzz off towards the back line, and Devi somewhat finding balance. He picks up the op, but you're down to round 11.
See you later to that gun.
Okay.
No 2 left feet, by the way, for Sylvan in this round. He has just absolutely done Jing dirty. That showstopper dodged, and the kill to come through from Sylvan. Now the 1 versus 3. What can you try to do as Devi? I mean, the spike is down just kind of in the open in a tradable spot. He'd need very sharp shots here.
You gotta watch out for players who are trying to play off contact as well. Oh.
You can just salvo him and he's pretty dead. Aftershock as well. Yeah, the round's done. He's just flushed out.
Oh my god. Oh, and look at this now. Buzz feeling confident to go in for the overdrive play. Perfectly set up by the team. Look at the flashes! He's online for the ace! Where is Forsaken? He's all the way across the map by north side. Don't let him ace at the very least, maybe. Forsaken, though, does he look for it? Buzz, low HP, but he still tracks on! And also for the rest of Paper X to continue pushing out of a main, but what is this? Checking the corners, and Meteor comes up with a double kill. Forsaken to trade. And if you can hear my voice, it doesn't feel good.
Job might have been done just there by Meteor to find the double, give an advantage to T1, who still do have the spike in possession, so they're going to push that towards the A site. They can plant to their heart's content.
Do you expect Buzz, though? Off with the angles, and he finds the first. Jumps, relay bolts, slides for the second kill, looking for the third, but shut down so far by Petman.
And now they're not going to overheat. T1 in a 1 versus 3. I mean, Izu, I'm looking at your position, mate. You're just watching the rope. You're playing salvos here. Confirmed that the rope play is not the play, and Sylvan's just going to individually win the duels.
The drone, the fault line, now trying to hide inside of the smoke, but T1 has a very good idea of where he is. Ooh, slip past, though. Shot towards the back of Sylvan's skull. Down for the rest of Paper X to arrive somewhere near the site, but the spike still goes down.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go, and now a bit of stuns up around the site as well. Nothing can come through for Paper X at the moment, can it?
Cosmetic stun.
Gotta get the plant. Or maybe not, just get the kills.
Yeah, hunting down for a Jing, and there he is, Meteor once again.
See a stun go your way, you want to try and get out, or you want to try and get one. And unfortunately, that can't be delivered.
Wow.
Okay, I've cursed him.
We've cracked the egg.
He's on the board, and now it's going to be 10 rounds in a row for Paper X.
All right, I'm going to cut you right there. 3 players from T1 on the site. You also have Sylvan trying to reposition towards A main. He has a very good idea of where Paper X are. Full contact now off the flashes, but Paper X will fully collapse and descend onto T1.
Very worrisome, although I think maybe something has heard this.
Yeah, he's trying to stay online, but he's not frosty enough. Petman, though, good for the trade. Now flashes out, looking for another, but a little bit too greedy. 4v3.
Angel's still available for Jing here.
Yeah, he's got a good chance to really chuck it in at the right spot, isn't he? But
where?
You got Meteor coming out from the back as well. Yeah, not truly certain. The smokes will dissipate, and now for the rest of Paper X to hold this down, a full firefight until Meteor ascends from the back. Forsaken, though, trying to launch himself back in. Off towards the 1v1 where he knows where Meteor is. Doesn't really have much to work off of, just the spike, but that is where Meteor will silence the full outright. It's 13-3 at the end of map 1. At the end, you would know. Oh, and into the shots as well. Izu on the lurk. Okay, quickly dealt with.
Yep, but it is some damage to Forsaken, don't forget. So a 4 versus 5, a retake. Gonna be the scenario for Paper X. I'm also just wondering, how far forward did these T1 guys go?
Not too far. Still under the site, but you have a lot of the utility positions all set up.
Oh, that actually caught Stax, by the way, so no flash drive available.
Door broken as well. They found Sylvan and Meteor, also all procured, but down to the trade. Stax able to find a couple of shots in until Patman. A little bit of a peek into the shots. Ooh, Forsaken to finish the deal. And with a double shot onto it, Stax as well. Tailwinds away in the safety.
This is good from Paper X. Dot and I's, crossing T's, as we've been talking about, right?
Okay.
Making sure you destroy that dart, giving an option for something to be able to find some damage, find some kills. Forsaken to finish one off as well. That's a little bit ill-advised for Forsaken here, but the Seas and Devi.
Oh, looking for the shot off to the head. Izu, though, opening things up towards A short, where Meteor continues to prove to be a roadblock against Forsaken as well as Devi. Just a ghost. Can Forsaken really find the frag? Meanwhile, more mayhem on towards the A side. Forsaken finds the frag. And down to Sylvan, who does get blinded up, looks for the classic right clicks. Oh, and Sylvan will be able to stabilize.
He knew where Forsaken was as well a little bit ago, so it's just going to be this 1 versus 1. Plant going down. A haunt for Forsaken available. He will reveal position with it. Oh, and a ping.
Sylvan has to smoke, though. So to work around the corners now, Forsaken. A little bit of movement and accuracy. He's been playing all throughout his career. Now back into comfort zones. You do have full pop flash. Petman being able to spin around 180. 2 kills until the trade from Izu. Quick launch possibly into the A side, and quick rotations from Paper Rex over at the top of Heaven.
Yeah, of course, we did see some changes recently to KO with the normal click. If you bank it off a wall, pops a little bit quicker. But the right hand pulling out the gun always works a treat. Ooh. Speaking of gun work, it's something to try and find another, but he can't quite do so. 5 HP left, 4 stacks, and he'll be polished off. So now it's all down to Meteor, who was lurking. So a minute to go, Quack, for him to try and do something. Yeah,
repositions. A main, somewhat expected. Devi as well as Forsaken. Yeah, you got an outlaw. Forsaken's tucked in as well. They're possibly expecting him to drop off from Heaven, but now spots him. And into Meteor, continuing to kind of flutter back and forth around the corners. Puts down the turret for extra cover.
Have to try and just go with body and hit the headshot, which you're not doing, but you're still getting the kill.
And midair, off towards Buzz, who does have the perfect crosshair placement to pick up 2 kills.
Oh,
Jing, though, Rex 2 up himself as well. TPs into safety into a position where maybe unexpected for Meteor. Oh, snaps on towards the quad. Online for the ace now.
He's not going to be playing directly with Devi.
And you know where the spike is as well, so don't give Sylvan the 1v1s. That's the very least we could ask for.
And Jing does have the regen shields too, so that's back online.
Okay, into the spot. Devi plays spoiler. He spotted out that smoke as well, but Jing able to sidestep it into the kill.
They know that this is from behind, and now spotted.
Paranoia spots it out, but ooh, something unfortunate with Izu able to hold down ground for the meantime. In towards Buzz then, who's playing around the smokes. Decent trade still coming back forth until Stacks lines them up. Low HP though, and Devi able to possibly just run and gun down. You are Buzz.
Here's the flank.
He's got to meet every single hostile with full threat. Finds the first and the second as well, but into the smokes, Devi. Buzz, though, he's angry. He's finding yet another. Stings onto another kill, but Izu then traded back off. Buzz trying to scrounge this up. He could just send into a right click, but something in with the phantom shots. 5.56 rounds, just picks the round up, but no.
Unless they get advantage and they can steal them.
Well, yeah, certainly trying, but pushing all the way out. Quickly read by T1 until not stability found. They're not quite able to hold down this tile's position. The spike, though, will find an open A site.
Going to get straight in towards the site for another 3 versus 3 post-plant scenario. Meanwhile, Paper Rex have picked up these weapons. I think the question is going to be with how deep they are in towards B main, are they going to still go for this? I did just note that Devi picked up the ulti orb before the plant went down. So he's at least, you know, wanting to get that one back online as early as possible.
Still a good chance to use it for the latter half of this first half, but we'll see. Buzz is playing into a really slippery position, shall we say. Paper Rex might not be aware.
Lots of util here for Sylvan and for Izu.
Which could buy further time off of the spike as well. Sends it through. Buzz now making some noise, creating presence where Paper Rex then get distracted. The spike continues to beep away Komodo, and Izu tries to lock down the angle. So far, so good. Jing launches the first kill. Buzz then making noise around the backside of tree door. Jing still finds another shot, though, and it's just Sylvan left. The spike beginning to get tapped away, but still time being bought up now. And
spotting anything, Jing tempting fate. Wow. Does it nicely though, doesn't he? Looking for a second, it's absolutely gorgeous. Imagine a third in this one. No, removed. But it is an advantage.
Patman relaying forward, however. But the main thing is you've just lost your smokes.
Yeah, it can make it a little bit difficult on the defensive side, but it is a 4 versus 5. And you do have a Nightfall for Forsaken in for a retake scenario, so you'd be happy in this sort of position. Patman would get the 0 point back online. Actually, as I said, they just got it back online at the 55-second mark, so
Oh, that is also precisely why he's trying to play into a more defensive position there. Finds every single one of them. Tries to spray and pepper all of them down to possibly allow something to peek out with this Outlaw. In position now. Crosshair zeroed in. Chooses to take out the drone, the turret instead, into the pop flash, but still great Nightfall. And that allows for the rest of Paper Rex to begin marching in. Meteor trying to thread the needle once like he's done before. He might be seized up to 1 HP. Catch it.
Just catch the belt.
Still scoped in though.
Yeah, you're not getting out of that one as Stacks, unfortunately. Another 5 versus 3 now, Quack.
Able to punch through. A-main, it's a little bit clear. The fragment and everything all thrown in just to force them off as well. Something with a mid-air shot. Jing in for the spray. And now for the final shot. Boathouse though to hold. Something close by, might push into stairs. Jing gets taken out, and this might be a chance for T1 to get the spike down. Playing post plant as well.
Blaze are going to come back online for something here. Divide with the Steel Garden too.
In position, but you also do have Meteor kind of lurking back around. Paper Rex might not be aware. Then you have the Hunter Spear being sent through. Meteor springs forward, and it's just Divide left.
1v5.
Might have sent over the ult, but can he really find every single shot? If he pushes through that smoke, he might find certain death. So, trying to play it safe, but he gets suppressed as well. Into position, then Buzz. With a flash through. Ooh, that's lovely. Allows them to find Izu, but Stacks and Buzz. Undetected. They spring forward. Forsaken to trade back. It's 2v2.
Yeah, it was a 4 versus 2 for a mere moment in time, wasn't it? Plants to start to go down by Patman, clearing the site 2 first. Has the 0 point available. Do you expect Forsaken to have slipped in towards B main here?
Maybe, especially with the flash. You do have the smoke up as well, so Sylvan could definitely block things off. Forsaken looking to peek off of the smoke bloom though, but a little bit early now. He finds himself in a precarious position. Can he find a single shot? Quick for the haunts, but gets cut out the animation.
I like this from Patman. A good reposition, but Sylvan
expecting it, what a shot! And now for the next one, he finds every single bit, and you do have Sylvan sneaking up with an invisible cloak though.
Patman's aware. He's aware of it, and he's got Sylvan. So now things look a little bit better for Paper Rex. Meanwhile, Patman picking up the null command, removing everything.
Whoa,
Stacks is just trying to send it early.
Dives
and he's
down.
not going to do anything.
Flash play being read as well. Down to Buzz, who's looking for the shots. He does find the first, but Patman, once again, back online. Izu the only one left, and he's right on the other end of that smoke. Jing quickly spots him out. Hold, yeah, 3 on the side, but we'll see if they can find close range damage. Something. Quick on the snap.
Timmy
in for the kills as well. Timmy the turret does find one, but Buzz in with a ghost 2. Then trying to waterfall off, but still with the pop flash in. Come on. It's not quite enough. Stacks tries to line them
So many reveals off Izu's recon, just can't finish
not
anyone.
Enough. Yep, you got the Razor Vines up now as well. I think they shot it down, but still in for the firefight. It's just Paper Rex with a firing squad, but now they're low HP.
Yeah, both of them are low, aren't they? This is doable.
Izu, slight chance, but Paper Rex trying to hold up for the linear line now, which makes it tough for Izu to swing all the way forward. It would take a massive bunch of cojones for him to really go in for the duel. Waits for the recon, plays it safe. Paper Rex quickly shooting it down. Not quite able to locate the wall bang. He's trying to triangulate their positions, but Paper Rex tucked down, low HP. To the dinosaurs once again. Do they turn back around? Answer so far, nope. Paper Rex.
And he just had to find one. He's got to go back towards the site for his utility potentially, or play to the numbers.
Which means Paper Rex are then kind of just funneled straight into B. Something trying to fly past a lot of it though. Does hold up towards the top of market, but down towards the exact lane. Something then finding a double kill. Izu Stacks, can they hold it down in Boathouse? So far so good. Izu with the double kill. Something swaps on, pulls out the Blaze. He finds the right click.
The plant?
2v1. He doesn't quite have the plant, doesn't need it as the Vi has collapsed on towards T1. We end the second map. He does position himself for the mound push in with the flashes, and that Vi finds the first frag.
Yeah, the double flash combo, Paranoia deep, Arcro's close. Try and blind up everybody, but with that kill, you got to transition to the A side of things. Something catching some loose bullets of the right click.
As well as the spike getting planted firmly down. Something in for the peek though, takes down Stacks, in for the burst from the rest of Paper Rex. Jing finding 2 huge shots, the J's doing some damage, but for Buzz as well, he's down low HP, so a little bit unfortunate as Forsaken.
Close at least with the Prowler, meanwhile for Something, he's going to catch the timing, he's going to catch a double, he can get out of dodge if he wants here, but the gate crash, whilst available, not online on the map. So sticking here to be this scary soldier with the judge. I don't mind it. It's a 5 versus 3.
And then you got the sheer.
You got a lot of control at A. You got the sheer still protecting B. And then you've got 2 members at C.
Just thwarting T1's chances of trying to find a round right now. Still, though, at least the salvo is the TP over, just to bypass the sheer. Sylvan has to play further up front. He's got to contend with Patman, who's been on a tear right now, right off the rip in towards round 3 of map number 3 as well. Meteor, however, now finding a single kill, trying to play off the post-plant positions. Stacks being able to block off a little bit as well. Another trade, but low HP for then Forsaken to come in. Perfect moment, he makes it away safely. Patman then in for the crouched kill, but Buzz and Stacks both pushing up front as well.
Ooh, that
Forsaken.
You feel like you needed to get that kill there, because Stacks can settle for a little bit with the Rolling Thunder, and something has been spotted, especially with the gun barrel.
Stacks might even hold on to this ult for the upcoming rounds now. Well, Forsaken, though, straight in against Buzz. No chance to pull out the util. Forsaken trying to bring things back. Meteor low, well, on for the swing. Defy to watch.
If this ain't counterplay, Quack.
Flash going over. Patman will be able to collect on the first. Blindside out from Buzz, but they have to back off.
And that's Sylvan down, right? So if you want to play with any smoke variety now, it's going to have to be on the back of Izu.
He wants this so bad. He has a Rolling Thunder, but wasn't quite sure. And something just takes full advantage of that situation.
Yeah, this is a bit of a shutdown around the A side, isn't it?
He's back into safety as well off the drone. Buzz trying to play spoiler back in around. But you have Paper X just flushing out both sides.
And baited by the Prowler as well, not expecting a little bit of an off angle on the B site too. So on the back of T1's now timeout, they are looking like not being able to convert, as it's just...
Oh, he spotted him.
No, he didn't. It's all right. He's unknown at the moment, but the Hunter's on.
Yeah, apparently know that. Footsteps noted. Meteor back in for the snap, but, you know...
Immediately, though, Paper X want to regain some of this control, forcing out the Dimensional Drift. Forsaken going to be removed as well by Stacks at Rubble. So now 5 versus 3. It would be brilliant if they could get more, but Patman to bring one back, then trade it.
And also for something then to play the position around Rubble, but also with a trade from Meteor. This favors T1 as you find Defy alone in a 1v3.
And where has he been more often than not, Quack? The C side of things that's kind of been untested a little bit by T1. So seeing that nothing's here, they're going to expect him to be off yonder. And I mean, he can look for some kills here. He's swimming in cash. He can drop a teammate still if needed for Patman, but he'll still be able to buy himself anyways. He can look for some damage here.
See what he can do. He's got a flash. He's got Razor Vines to work off of. You've got Meteor though, trying to play around for the headshot angle. Spots him out, whiffing the first shot. Defy able to capitalize.
They're not playing agents that have any damage. It's a blindside for Buzz and a paranoia for Sylvan.
Smoke's coming back in 2 seconds as well. The spike is planted for tree. Razor Vines, though, baits out the flash. He's looking for the tap into it, but Sylvan.
Trajectory lineup for T1. They want B. They also want A, but B is better.
Yeah, that's where Jing will find his mark. Knows that there's another player nearby as well. Silences him off to the next 3 who are still not towards the A site just yet.
If they can get this pit down as Izu, they might be able to hold this one off cleanly.
Rolling Thunder possibly by time. Stacks just trying to get the spike down first. Then you do have something sneaking in on towards Drop. He takes down Stacks.
And they know that he was in there as well. The timing
up. The Boombot might be able to spot even further. Jing then in for the sprays. He catches Buzz. Just Izu left. He might have to cover, but can he really keep himself alive? Petman alongside another player from the back. Izu stuck between a rock and a hard place. Tries to maneuver back in, on, and around. He hears the hops behind. It buys the distraction on over. Poison Cloud's into safety. Off to the wayside, but it's something with the shorty.
Round that they've been able to find. So you'd almost think that they need to get another opener, and they just can't. Jing, very successful with the paint shells yet again, and Izu will fall too.
And it's the spams that do it all. That's the darndest thing.
And now if you want to go to the C site, well, the Vice Util's there.
Flash over, maybe you TP into safety, but still Stacks not calling full in just yet. The trade's coming over though, thankfully with a salvo, so T1 finding some form of stability, but you still have Paper X hovering nearby.
Stacks and Meteor, early ults. It'll buy them enough time, though, to actually talk in how they want to play this post plan.
Will it be enough? Meteor kicks things off with a singular kill. Jing then with a showstopper around the back. They have to react to this really quickly. Rolling Thunder to buy some space, and it does allow them to stay alive, but Meteor not able to come up with the goods. Paint shells to flash stacks into a certain position where he's able to hold it down with the off angles, but Penman brings out the shorty! Onto these situations, it just feels like utter pandemonium all across the map right now. All of a sudden, it's a kill from Devi with an outlaw towards the A site.
But Jing has to be careful here that they don't go too far forwards because this could get the better of them. So they will think better of it, disconnect from the situation.
And possibly back into the outlaw again. Devi watched. He's been smoked off though. Great call by Stacks. Hyper defensive. Corralled in towards the A site. Something's nearby.
Yeah, and he does have the dimensional drift, but he was snuck in towards the sides, just not able to find Izu.
Almost a 90-degree flick, but yes, Izu, stability for the side of T1, and then for the flashes as well, but Devi just dives right in. Another kill coming through, and Sylvan tries to bring things back into T1's favor. Just Jing left, and he gets spotted out by Stacks, climbed onto the top of the ropes.
Who's going to be where for the team?
Oh, every single ult at the same time. T1 just completely in disarray. They're calling it Mayday. Where do we go? Meanwhile, Paper X says there's no return, pushing up front. Every single kill going through to them, and it's just Izu up by Mound. He's getting dinked up. He's low HP. The spike gets defused, and Patman delivers on the final kill.
Was on the site with Buzz.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. Quick on the wide swing. Takes out Devi. Takes out another player. It's something gone. Forsaken, though, able to bring things back into normalcy.
Plant going down, Meteor eventually salvos back online. Fault line for Stacks as well, but the push up from Jing finding more damage.
Insane wallbangs as well, down to the tags. Patman finding out the shots from the back, and Jing in for the double kill. Gotta play careful. They will eliminate the first threat in the form of Meteor. Izu as well as Buzz, Stacks as well, still hovering around near ways. You have the paranoia just to block things off. Buzz has to TP out.
And Stacks has no idea. No idea that Jing's already got up there.
Open B side as well. Spike getting planted soon enough. Izu still trapped.
How far forward does Jing go?
Still hovering around stair. He does spot out the next one. Buzz then coming back in. Because Jing has pushed out so far in front then, Buzz has to play it safe. He's got the Sheriff. He will find the shot, but he's got 3 more hostiles to deal with.
All together.
Trying to sling out the shots now.
So I don't know.
Really
Make work of that one.
Together, but it's just going to be something quickly sending them to their doom. Another kill as Forsaken opens up the C side. This might be it, Komodo. Oh, it's Jake diving straight in. He knows it's almost over.
Absolutely Goomba stomped on him.
Just 100% Stacks. How do you work your way around this? 1v5, you can't bow out, but you only have a singular Guardian, 2 flashes and an aftershock, and 5 Paper X players to kill. Look at the positions they're holding as well. He hears them coming out from the back. He turns back all around. They're going in for the knives. Defi cuts him at his throat, and Paper X end this out.